Hey, this is as good of a time as any to give you an update of my personal video store tour. And what I'm doing in here, I do have my music and games in front of me. Um, a little toy area here goes into some smaller cars. And then a little poster area. And then I got two aisles. This one's for VHS, a little bit older DVD here. Anytime I could get a little poster made, promo, it'll help look more like a video store. And got my guitar because I do my song practice, my records, and my cassettes I had ever since high school. Although I have a lot more cassettes than that. All the music, I've been collecting music ever since high school. It's been a part of me that long, but everything here has been rebought. And this is the section for cartoon, older movies here as well. Still need to put backing on a couple of these top sections because they were just short shelves. Over the winter, whenever I find wood, I build things up a little bit better, or sometimes I have to buy wood. So it took a long time to get wood in here to complete this room, about 2 years. Because wood is very expensive, or you're sort of spending all your money on wood instead of buying older movies. And anytime I get an older movie, that's what this collection is about to me. The older movies I never got to rent, movies I never got to watch when Blockbuster was open. And everything in here is pretty much Region 1. All the movies I will find in my Blockbuster. I don't really collect much on other formats, but maybe in a year or two I'll get into a little bit more of other formats like Synapse Syndrome, Severance, Arrow. For now, there's just started a little Blu-ray section. TV shows, it's a really big bulk in my collection. It's not something video stores had much of that I remember, but I watch TV shows the most. It's my favorite genre in the movies, and then it's the horror. Most of the horrors in this area, and in this area sometimes it's mixed in with comedy. I group things together by actors or by franchise, and then movies I don't know I keep in the bottom. Maybe later on I'll group things together like a video store did, horror and comedy, but I have TV shows, I have music, so I don't see a point of doing that in here. The vintage dolls are up on display, the posters and promos. Anytime I could do that, it'll help it look like a video store. And that's the vibe I want to have in here. Feel of an old video store. Try and get some of those old movies I never got to rent. And I do want to pick up more on VHS. But mostly I'm finding comedy, western. Once in a while a good movie will come in. Maybe once a year I might find a horror movie. Sometimes I might find something on Stephen King. And then this is the James Bond section, the Dolly Parton section. Marilyn Monroe's next to her. And then Mr. Bean, Shirley Temple. More Shirley Temple in the big clamshell. And then National Geographic in the bottom. Then goes into Disney's, into westerns, older science fiction, and some stuff like that. And then once in a while I do get some good horror movies, but I do have to pay for them in today's prices. Horrors are very expensive. I do have a lot of Universal Monsters I picked up over the couple of years, as well as started collecting on Godzilla. So so far I started watching the Frankenstein out of the whole lot. Started watching The Mummy last year. So I am watching VHS once in a while, and it's good to come back into it. And anytime I can find something on Stephen King, do have a lot of Titanic on hand. Anytime I can improve on my music section, try to get something for Elvis. It's a big part in the collection. And there's something else for music, more older Disney cartoons as well. More older vintage dolls, haunted dolls mixed in there. Some of them are haunted off eBay. Because I've been interested in haunted dolls for a long time. So this pretty much could be the doll video store, if you want to call it that. Give it a nickname. You could call it a doll video store. Never really got into collecting toys that much because I don't find them in my area. I do see dolls once in a while, so I do pick up a doll every once in a while. Bright dolls are my favorite ones so far, and then anytime I can find something for VHS, mostly it's comedy, western. Once in a while something good will come in. Maybe I'll get something for karate, kung fu, or Bruce Lee. I do have Steven Seagal, I do have Van Damme, those actors. I do have Stallone, Rambo. Some things I don't have on VHS, I have on DVD. So I wish I had a little bit more horror on VHS, but most of it's on DVD. And I still need to put backing on this top part and that shelf. I just built them up over the past year. So I am slowing down in here now, but I don't need that many movies in here like I did last year. Last year I put a little bit more in because I needed more older movies, and now best this collection I've looked in a long time. I'm down to like 4 or 5 movies on my movie list. Then maybe winter I'll come back into my music and games. So all these shelves I make myself. They're all custom made. Whenever I find wood, sometimes it's from scrap furniture. I might be able to get one shelf out of something. I still could put a shelf in there. I still could put a shelf over here. So still could improve a few things here and there. Need to put backing on the top part here, because these were like little short shelves last year. So I just built them up a little bit at a time. Because wood is very expensive, and if you're buying shelving, you're spending all your money on wood and shelving. So if you want to have a room with shelves, you're gonna have to invest money into wood. So that's how things are, and it's better than keeping it in boxes. And all my Star Trek is in this area. Anytime all my favorites are usually up here. Franchises I like, and then I group everything together by TV shows, and then actors, and by series. So all the Friday 13th stuff's on DVD. All the Hellraiser stuff's on Halloween. Hellraiser, Superman. All that's on your standard DVD. Maybe sometime when I get a little bit more cut up, I come into my music, into my Atari games. So I don't just do one thing in here. These movies get expensive, they get hard to find. Games are always expensive, but I had Atari ever since I was in high school. I was younger than that. I had Atari. It was the first system I ever had, maybe even in grade school. I think I had Atari back then, and I rebought all the games as well. So I never got to carry on the games I had when I was younger. Same with the music. It's all been rebought. Because it's been a part of me ever since high school. And if I get 1 or 2 movies every few months and get something off the movie list every summer, I'm going to be okay on a small budget in here. Try to add something a little extra for VHS. Maybe add a good movie here and there. Maybe try to get a horror movie once in a while. Over the summer, whether it's going to be on DVD, probably on DVD, because VHS is really expensive with shipping these days for horror. But sometimes you can get something good if you pay up for it. And then I do want to come back into my music. I do want to come back into my Pearl Jam albums to get some early life stuff there. Maybe near the end of the year, see if I need any more for Dolly, for early Dolly albums.